Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, everyone? Is my sound clear?
Yeah, yes, clear.
Okay. So where is everyone? It's only 13 participants, including me and your puppy auntie. So that makes you 11. So that's why I have been like waiting for a while because so the other students can join. Anyway, today our first session, do you know why we are here today?
Yeah,
Yeah, who said yeah?
me,
Who is me?
Hamza.
Hamza. Okay, Hamza. First, we need to, know each other, okay? Because we just, got into this class and we will be, inshallah, joining this class 3 days a week for 2 months, okay, from now on. So we will have our little bonding and we are here not for anything else, okay, for any earthly purpose or anything. We are here to seek knowledge, and it is not any ordinary knowledge, but knowledge of Islam, okay? So this is a very important thing that we should keep in our mind at the very beginning when we are about to start the journey. Okay, so this is not an ordinary class that we join very often, but this is a very special class that you have joined today, and inshallah our intention will be to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not please our fathers or like parents. I hope that you are not forced to sit here in this class, but you have this, you will have to have this willingness if you really want to get something. So first, if you don't understand the importance to learn Islam, to know about Islam, then everything will be in vain, okay? You'll be like forced to sit here, the whole time you will be like bored, lecture will seem boring to you, and you will not understand a thing. And even if you are forced to memorize something for the sake of exam or test or, but it will not last that much, okay? So it's very important for all of us to make our intention, okay, better. And it should be only for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And only in this way we can, get a little bit of benefit from this class, inshallah. And what about these people who are like, who have turned their videos off? Who are they? The dark seeker or something? Huh? Or they are very shy? Where is Junaina and Shaila? Okay, so now it will be your turn to introduce yourself one by one. You will just tell what's your name, full name, and where are you from and what class you are in. That's it. Okay, just a brief introduction of yourself, and make sure the name that I am seeing here is yours. Sometimes I call someone and it's his mom's name, or her mom's name, or father's name, or some device name. So make sure that the name I can see in the screen is your name. Okay, and there are Nafisa Nawar Othoi.
Yes, sir.
So, and who is with you?
This is my brother, younger brother.
And does he have any name?
His name is Tahmid Swad Arik.
Okay, so you can put Tahmid and Othoi. Okay, Tahmid and Othoi, or just rename
Okay,
it.
sir. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's get started with Hamza.
Assalamu alaikum everyone.
Walaikum salam. Yeah.
I'm Hamza Jahangir Mahi and I live in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Okay. Oh, what class are you in?
I'm in grade 9 now.
You are in grade 9. Okay, very good. Thank you, Hamza. Nice to meet you. Welcome to our class. Then Fatan Islam.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Iman and Islam. I live in Canada and I'm in grade 12.
You're in grade 12. Very much welcome, Fatan Islam. By the way, do you know what's the meaning of your name?
Fatan, I think it's honest man.
Okay. So I hope.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, very good. Thank you, Fatan Islam. Now, Saifa. Saifa.
Yes.
Have you been hearing to us? Saifa, where are you from?
I'm from Bangladesh.
Really? Are you from Bangladesh? What? Do you need the confirmation from your mom to answer? Why are you looking behind? Look at me. Saifa.
Yes, sir.
Saifa, can you hear me properly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Where do you live in Bangladesh? Dhaka. Okay, very good. And what class you are in?
I am in class 3.
Okay, very good. Welcome. Thank you, Saifa. Nice to meet you. Okay, Labib Mia.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum
My
assalam
name
wa
is
rahmatullahi wa
Labib Mia,
barakatuh.
and I live in London, and I'm in year 7.
Okay, thank you very much, Labib Mia. Welcome to our class. Raunak Tuba.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
I live in Dhaka, Bangladesh, and I'm in year 7.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Raunak. Nice to meet you. Aishara Yashna. Am I right?
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
I'm Ashira Yasta and I live in Chittagong, Bangladesh, class 8.
Class 8. Okay. Thank you, Aishara. Thank you. Okay. Now, Wathoy and Tahmid.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Nafisana Othoi. I'm from Dhaka, Bangladesh. I read in class 10.
Okay. Thank you, Wathoy and Tahmid.
I am class 7. My name is Hafizur and I am also from Bangladesh, Dhaka.
Okay. Thank you, both of you. Zarin Subah Zara.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
My name is Zarin Subah Zara and I'm from Savar, Bangladesh, and I read in class 5.
Okay. Thank you, Zara. Subaita. Am I right?
Assalamu alaikum. My
Walaikum
name is
assalam.
Subaita Jannat Manha and I'm from Italy, grade 7.
You are from
Italy.
Italy. Okay. Thank you, Subaita. Shaila. Shaila, can you hear me? Nope. Junaina Nawar. Junaina Nawar.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Are you from somewhere?
From Bangladesh.
Bangladesh? I thought you are from, other part
No,
of
I
the
live in New
galaxy,
York,
maybe.
but I'm from Bangladesh.
Yeah, of course you are from Bangladesh. Everyone is from Bangladesh here. But you live in New York. Okay.
Yeah.
What grade you are in?
6.
6. Okay, thank you, Junaina. Maisha Zaman.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum
My
assalam wa
name is
rahmatullah.
Maisha Jaman. I live in New York and I'm in 9th grade.
Okay, thank you. Nice to meet you, all of you. Okay, so today is our first session. So it is just a orientation and introduction class. So no big deal. Okay, just, if we have a little bit of time at the end, we'll just, have a lesson, inshallah. That's it. So, some students haven't joined today. They couldn't make it because they had some other, appointments like doctor appointments, and I have got some, messages from them. So these are excused. But as we are starting this journey, we should have some rules to go on. Okay. So first thing first, that if you don't have any excuse or any proper excuse, okay, then you have to attend the class. That's it. If you have like any problem, then you have to let me know beforehand. Okay, just send a message to me on the WhatsApp that I have some problem, I can join today. Then I'll note that. But without any notice, nobody is allowed to not to join the class, or it will be okay. It will be against the rule, and that's not good for learning. If you really want to learn something and in this path of knowledge, it's very important to go by the rules. Okay, trust me, this is very important. So you have to, if you could have some problem, okay, but let me know beforehand. This is the first thing. Second thing, you have to join the class timely. Okay, so our class will start like 7:15 in Bangladesh time, and London time 2:15, and New York time like 9:15, okay, AM. So the class will open 5 minutes earlier, and you have to join before that time. Okay, we'll just start the class from 15. Okay, from the next class, inshallah, for sure. And today, for the as it was the first time, and I was waiting for the students to join, and we had some technical issues to live stream the in the Facebook, so that's why it took a bit time. But from the next class, inshallah, we will have no excuses, and you will do your what you should do, and you will get accordingly, inshallah. And if you miss any class, there will be video recordings of the class. Okay, you will get that. The link will be given in the WhatsApp group, and the course materials and everything, the important notice, everything will be given in the WhatsApp group. So make sure that you are getting updated what's given in the WhatsApp group. So this is very important. And now let's just see a bit what we are going to learn throughout this course, these 2 months, okay, throughout this course. So here, I hope that all of you are like, no junior student is here by mistake. It could happen, but from 12 to 18 years old, for you guys especially, this course has been designed. So there will be 24 sessions altogether, okay? And the complete schedule of the classes have already been given in your WhatsApp group. So if you haven't noticed that yet, just look at it, and you will have all the schedule, okay, when we'll have which class, inshallah. As for the subjects, we will be dealing with 5 subjects, okay? Islamic Aqidah, Fiqhul Ibadah, Hadith studies, Mastum Dua, Islamic Manners. Islamic Aqidah is like, Aqidah means belief, okay, or set of belief, the faith. So this is the main thing, the core thing of Islam. So if you really want to know about Islam, you have to know about Aqidah. Without this, you can not start learning knowledge of Islam. Okay, because Aqidah is the thing which makes you like different from a non-Muslim. Okay, if your Aqidah is right, you are a Muslim. If your Aqidah is not right, then you are not a Muslim. So that's it. Okay, so Aqidah is that important. So it is kind of theology. Okay, if you really want to translate it. So Islamic theology, not general theology. We will not talk about like other religion, just Islam. What are the core beliefs of Islam? What are the things that we must believe in if you really want to be, Muslim? Okay, sometimes we have some superficial belief, like, yeah, there is Allah and that's it. Okay, but there are some important and necessary parts of Islam that every Muslim should have a clear understanding about those things. So if we are not aware of those things, how can we claim ourselves to be Muslims? So that's why we need to know about Aqidah. We need to know about theology. We need to know about this faith and belief, the set of beliefs that we must have. Okay. Sometimes people unknowingly, get kicked out of Islam. Okay. Because they don't know that their Aqidah is wrong. They don't know that what they're believing is not correct. They don't even know. So this is because the crisis in the knowledge of Aqidah. So that's why we need to, know about it, that what are the main parts of Islam? Okay, what are the sets of beliefs that we must, be aware of? Okay, so that's why this special subject has been included in our course, Islamic Aqidah. Then we'll deal with Fiqhul Ibadah. Fiqhul Ibadah, you can understand Ibadah. We do ibadah, okay? That means ibadah means worship. So how should a person worship? Okay, the way he wants, the way you feel like, or is there any particular way to worship? Okay, in terms of salat, in terms of saum, in terms of zakat, hajj, and other things. Sometimes, very basic masail, very basic rulings regarding salat, are unknown to us. This is very sad. So from the taharat, how we'll make wudu, how we'll do ghusl, how we'll pray your 5-time salah. Okay, how will what are the important rulings about siyam, about hajj, and about zakat? Okay, we will inshallah we will know about these things in this course. So that's why the fiqhul ibadah is included. That means the jurisprudence of ibadah, jurisprudence of worship. Okay, that is fiqhul ibadah. And hadith studies. Who knows what is hadith? Who can tell me? What is hadith?
All the deeds that our Prophet ﷺ did, and those were written by someone else.
Okay, so the sayings and the actions of our Prophet ﷺ actually. Okay, so these are called hadith. So there are many collections of hadith. Okay, and there is not only one topic, but various topics. Like Prophet ﷺ, there are hadiths which only which are about the worship, okay, the salat and siyam, zakat. So those are one kind of hadiths, okay, one category. And there are some other categories as well, okay, like there are how should you behave with other, how what should be our mannerism, and how should we treat other people, how should we treat animal. Okay, what are the values of Islam? What are the virtues of Islam? Okay, so these kind of hadiths we are going to deal, okay, in this course, inshallah, hadith studies. So in every session, in every hadith session, we will learn a hadith, Arabic and English, and there will be some necessary explanation as well, okay? So I will, emphasize and I will insist that you memorize the Arabic hadith and English as well. If it is not possible, sometimes hadith could be a kind of, a bit longer. In that case, you have to memorize the English part. Okay. So you will try to memorize the Arabic part, because this is your opportunity to memorize the hadiths. Maybe after the summer vacation you'll be you'll be very busy with your other studies, so that time you will not have the opportunity to memorize these hadiths and learn about these things. So consider this an opportunity for you from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and give your complete effort, okay, to learn, okay, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So then Mastum Dua, the fourth subject. Mastum Dua is actually a subject which deals with the du'as and supplications that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to make in his everyday life. When Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was about to sleep, he used to make supplication. When Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to wake up from the sleeping, he used to say some dua. When he was about to enter into the toilet, he used to say some dua. When he was out, he used to say some dua. Okay, so in everything, when Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, even wearing dresses and going out of the house, entering the house, going to the mosque, coming out of mosque and going to the market, even, okay, you are getting into the vehicle, so they are everywhere. There are du'as and supplications that Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to make. So those are called Masnun Dua, okay, the prophetic supplication. If we really want to translate it, we have to go this way. So we will inshallah learn about those things. And at the last but not the least, Islamic manners. Okay, this is actually the beauty of Islam. In Islam, Islam deals with everything, not only just worship, not only just how to pray and how to make sajda, how to make ruku. No, not only that, but how you should treat with your elder people, how you should treat the younger and the children, what are the rights, what are the rights of the neighbor, okay, what are your responsibilities for your relatives, for your family members. Okay, so these things will be dealt with in this topic, in this subject, Islamic manners. Okay, so what will happen, actually we'll have like 24 session together, and there will be 2 exams. Okay, in 11th session we'll have a class test, and in the 24th session we will have final exam. So except these 2, there are like 22 sessions that we'll get to learn. Okay, and if you just exclude today's session, that it will be only 21 sessions. Okay, so one session will be on Islamic Aqidah and Fiqhul Ibadah, and another session will be Hadith studies, Mastum Dua and mannerism. Okay, and I have put everything that what exactly we are going to learn in which session. Okay, so I will give this PDF file to you guys in the WhatsApp group, so you can have a look and you can make yourself prepare for the class, before the class. You can, because that what are we going to learn today, what are the things that we are going to talk about, what will be the discussion about. We all know that. Okay, so it will be very easy for you if you want to have a look into any book about it, and if you really want to know about things, and if you really want to have some ideas beforehand, then you'll have it. Okay, so today we are supposed to talk about Islamic Aqidah and Fiqhul Ibadah. The very first thing that we should know is Islam. Okay, because Islam is all about that we want to learn, and there are many parts of Islam in terms of academic perspective. Okay, there is like Aqidah, Fiqh, Hadith, Sirah, and Mastum Dua, Islamic mannerism, and there are a lot of other subjects as well, which are together. All of these, if you put this together, then it will make Islam. Islam is not, only one thing. All the things together is called Islam. Anyway, so Islam is a religion. We all know that. Now, who can tell me what is the meaning of Islam? Who can tell me?
Islam is the religion in which our God is Allah, and we have about 25 prophets written in the Quran, and Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the last prophet, and he was the Quran was revealed to him.
Okay, very good. Thank you. So if someone asks you tell me something about the religion of Islam, then you need to answer this question, this answer, okay? You need to give him this answer. I asked you, what is the meaning of the word Islam?
Islam means peace.
Islam means peace. That's a very famous saying, but not quite right. By the way, Islam comes from a word, salam, okay? Islam comes from a word salam, and salam means peace, okay? So that is Islam obviously related or connected some way with peace, but Islam doesn't itself mean peace, okay? Salam means peace. We say assalamu alaikum. That means, may peace be upon you. Okay, when we greet someone, we say assalamu alaikum. This means salam. Salam means peace. But if you say Islam itself doesn't mean peace. Islam means to submit. Islam means what? Repeat after me.
To submit.
To submit or to surrender. So the concept is we are submitting ourselves to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and by doing so we are acquiring peace. That is what Islam is. Okay, so if it is time for salat and you are sleeping, so Allah's will for you what? To pray, to offer salah, but you are like in the quilt, it's winter and you are feeling like very warm, you don't want to get up, but you are submitting yourself and surrendering to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, despite of the fact that it is very cold and you are not actually willing, okay, and it is very hard for you, but you are doing this. Why? Because you have surrendered yourself, you have submitted yourself, okay, to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to pray this time. So that's why you have to pray. If you no, I'm not going to pray, so you are rejecting the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for you. And thus it is actually not Islam. Okay. Another example, like a person is very wealthy. He has earned his money, his wealth. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's will is, if you have a certain amount of money, okay, you have to give zakat. You have to give a portion to the poor people, to the needy people. But if you say, no, I'm not going to do that because I have earned the money, I have, struggled for it. Nobody else did. So I deserve all of it. Why am I going to do this? Why will I have to, pay other people or give my wealth to other people? I'm not going to do this. So you are going against the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And by doing so, in fact, you are not a Muslim. Okay. So if you deny the fact that, no, you will not do that. But if you say, no, I have to do that, but, it doesn't feel good. Okay. So your Iman or your Islam is very weak or very low, in the very low level. Okay. So in everywhere, it is not about ibadah. In everywhere, in your family affairs, in your, study, in your, whenever, if you want to make your friends or for example, if you want to take a job, if you want to do some work, if you want to be an entrepreneur, or if you want to do a business, in everywhere you have to follow the rules of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not your own. Okay, so this is a Muslim. The person who follows these things, he is a Muslim. And if you just say, no, I will just only pray the Juma Salat, I will only pray the Eid prayer, and I will not care what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has to say about how I should, live my life. So this is actually against the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Udkhulu fis silmi kafa. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, udkhulu fis silmi kafa. Oh people who believe, oh believer, enter into Islam completely. And complete means like complete, okay? There is no personal life, against, personal life against the working life and like educational life. No, in every sphere of your life, in every sector of your life, you need to follow Islam. And only that way you can become a proper Muslim. There is no other way around. There is no other way around. Okay. So in the first session, keep this thing in our mind. Keep this thing in your mind. Okay. Because if you have this type of understanding with yourself, you can go further and you can really have the ambition to learn Islam. Otherwise, like you'll be sitting here, you'll be like hearing the lecture, but nothing will get into your head. Okay. So Islam means to submit, to surrender. And the concept is we have to submit ourselves, we have to surrender ourselves to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in that way, we will be able to acquire peace, and this is the ultimate peace, the salam from which the Islam came. That's it. Okay, this is the relation with peace and between peace and Islam. Anyway, so this is our first lecture sheet. This is what I have just said about Islam. How many pillars are there in Islam? Who can tell me? Five pillars of Islam. Okay. So I believe that I don't need to make you understand that what are the importance of a pillar for a house or for a building. Okay, if the pillars are weak, then the house could destroy anytime. Okay, it could just fall down anytime. Okay, but if pillar is that the pillars if the pillars are like strong enough to hold the building, then you are safe. Otherwise, everything will be collapse. Okay, everything will collapse. So Islam, we understood what Islam is, but Islam has 5 pillars. So if the 5 pillars is not good, then our Islam is in trouble. So that's we have to understand. Okay, we have to make this thing very clear that if any pillar of Islam is not good, our relationship with any pillar of the Islam is not good, then we are in trouble. Our Islam is in trouble. We have to understand. Okay, so the 5 pillars, these are the 5 pillars. First, Shahada, Salat, Zakat, Saum, Hajj. Shahada means declaration of faith. Okay, faith means belief. So you have belief in your heart that there is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is only one God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala exists, everything. And you also believe that there is, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the Prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and etc. But if you don't declare it, if you don't make the Shahada, if you don't, bear witness, then you will not be considered Muslim. Okay, to be Muslim, you need to declare your faith. So Shahada means declaration of faith. Shahada doesn't mean belief. Some people might have belief in their heart, in their mind, but they never express, or they never declare or bear witness. Then that will not be considered Islam. Okay, so first thing we need to do is, or any person who wants to become a Muslim, he or she has to declare his or her faith that I bear witness that there is only one God, and she's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is none worthy of worship except him, and Prophet Muhammad is the prophet, messenger, and the banda of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he or she, anyone who is willing to accept Islam or enter into the fold of Islam, he or she has to declare this faith. Okay. So second is obligatory prayer, the 5 times prayer that we do. And then zakat. Zakat means compulsory, giving. The compulsory is not charity, by the way. Okay. So charity is like optional. That is called sadaqah in Arabic. But zakat means if you have a certain amount of money, and if you have that money for 1 year, then you have to give, 2.5% of that wealth to the poor and to the needy people. Okay. And by the way, we will get to know about every single of this pillar in detail in the next classes, inshallah. As for Saum is fasting in the month of Ramadan. Okay. And Hajj is pilgrimage to Makkah, the annual pilgrimage of Makkah. Okay. Not the, there is Hajj and there is Umrah. So Umrah is also a kind of minor Hajj, okay, minor pilgrimage. So if you want to make Umrah right now, you can do that. You just have to go anytime, no matter what time it is, okay, you or what month it is, you have to just be in Makkah and just, make your Umrah. But for the Hajj, it has certain, period of time, like in Dhul Hijjah, you have to do that. Okay, the time is coming. It is only like 10 days apart. So Shahada, Salat, Zakat, Saum, Hajj. I believe that all of you know these things, okay? And I have given a little bit of description here, not that much, but just a little bit. Shahada, prayer, Zakat, Saum, Hajj. And the next thing we need to talk about is Iman. So the Iman and Islam both are kind of same, but the different dimension. The same thing, but different dimension. Okay. So Islam is the outward dimension and Iman is inward dimension. Okay. So somebody can pray, somebody can say, okay, I believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and I believe in Prophet. And somebody, they can like give zakat and do hajj and everything, but inside, in deep down in their heart, they cannot have the belief. Okay, which is these people are called hypocrites. So a hypocrite is showing that he's a Muslim. He's doing everything Islam requires. Okay, like giving zakat, doing hajj, and fasting in Ramadan, and salat, praying salat and everything. He's saying that I am a believer, but he could be a non-believer because there is no Iman in him. So Iman is an inward thing. Okay, if you want to really be a mu'min, that means a believer, you have to believe in certain things. Okay. And there are like 6 articles of faith, Arkanul Iman. Okay, so a Muslim of definitely must have these beliefs. Okay, about these 6 pillars of Iman, 6 articles of faith. Okay, if you just deny any of these 6, you will no longer be a Muslim. Okay, so what are these 6 pillars? These 6 pillars are this: belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, belief in angels, belief in the books, the divine books, sacred books, and belief in the messengers and prophets of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, belief in the day of judgment, and belief in qadr. Qadr means, predestination or fate or taqdir, whatever we say. We'll have the detailed version of discussion in the next sessions, inshallah. So I have put some of the, brief discussion here. So this is all about today. Inshallah, from the next session, we will have our main discussion. Okay, today it was just an orientation and introduction session and just about Islam. Okay, that's what we did today. We just did today meaning of Islam, article of faith, and pillars of Islam. That's it. In the next session, we will talk about, inshallah, we will learn the other subjects, okay? The Hadith studies, Mastum Dua, and Islamic manners. So as for Hadith, we will learn a Hadith about intention, and we will learn the dua before and after sleep. I hope, you know, all of you know this. And Islamic manners are, you know, what Islam has to say about the treatment with the parents, or how should we behave with our parents. Okay, so these are the things, inshallah, are the topic of our next session. So I'll give these things to you in the WhatsApp group, inshallah. And the class has been recorded, and I'll give the recorded version of the class in your WhatsApp group as well. Okay, so don't miss any session, and join timely. Now the participant is 21. But when we started the class, it was like only 13 or 20, you know, 11. So I urge you to join timely. Okay. So is there any question from anyone else? From anyone?
I have a question. So
Yeah,
on
go on.
the days that these happen, I have something in the morning, so I won't be able to join. So is it okay if I just watch the recording?
So is it for every day or just today?
Yeah, it's for
every day.
And today, it's gonna start soon.
Okay, if there is some problem that you can join, then, you know, you can't help it. If you can't help it, then, you know, you'll have to watch the record. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone else? Any question from anyone else regarding class, course, or anything related to this? Nope. Okay, then. Thank you very much, and nice meeting you again. I am hoping it will be a very, you know, wonderful time together. Okay, it just started and it will last like 2 months, inshallah, and just be firm that, you know, to keep it up, you know, up to the end of the session. Okay, don't skip any session, and thus you need to just revise the lecture sheets and the important things which are told and discussed in the session. By the way, I will hear from the thing, you know, from the lecture sheets, all the important things I'll ask you, and I will hear from you. Okay, like I will ask in the next session that Jannatul Naim, tell me what are the, like, you know, pillars of Islam, and what are the articles of faith. I'll ask. Okay, Labib Mia, you understand?
Yes.
Okay. So inshallah, see you in the next session, and our next session will be on Saturday, inshallah. Okay. So thank you very much again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.